Hello Warfighters, Warriors, hell, welcome to the very first episode of Star Wars Squadrons on this channel. I've been waiting for this game to come out for a long time because I've dreamed about a game like this for a really long time. I'm super excited. It is freaking fantastic. I will tell you that now. Here is my very first dogfight. Good or bad, you're going to be seeing it. Here I go, toe-to-toe. Very first player. My X-Wing beats his TIE fighter. You guys have probably noticed playing this in VR is going to give me a little bit of an advantage here, especially when it comes to situational awareness, just being able to look around the cockpit and everything, and also be able to, I feel like, better utilize some of these structures, the asteroids and everything we're going to see in some of these maps because of that added vision. Here I go up against another TIE fighter, and oh man, I'm just loving how this plays. You can definitely tell that this is the successor to the X-Wing versus TIE Fighter series. There's a lot of mechanics that I feel like are the same, and oh man, just flying through that. I know it doesn't come through the same way in these videos. I really wish there was something that I could do for you guys to experience this the same way that I am. But yeah, no, just flying through this is amazing. But no, with this having a lot of the mechanics from those games in the 90s, it's great that just hopping in, a lot of this does seem familiar, especially when it comes to adjusting power and everything. It's just, I'm not so, I'm just not so used to doing this in a multiplayer type setting. So I'm gonna have to be a lot more quick with some of the tactics. Why is this guy just stopping right there in the middle? And there we go, there's my first death. So I've got my first kill, first death out of the way. I'm feeling pretty good. Yes, I am somewhat tense and nervous because I just don't know how I'm gonna do against some of these other players. But I'm leading my team at least here early on, you know, with the 2 kills. Looks like one person on the Imperial side has got 2 kills as well. All right, so we're gonna hop back into it. I think I'm gonna have a little bit of an advantage when it comes to flying as the New Republic or Rebel fighters, just because of the cockpit. I mean, Y-Wings don't necessarily have this as much, but when you think about the X-Wings and the A-Wings, you've got that more open canopy that you can see out of, which like right here, you can see I'm tracking him a lot more than what I would be able to do inside of a TIE fighter. In a TIE fighter, I'm probably going to have to fly more by instruments than I am, you know, based off of what I'm seeing visually. But gosh, this guy he's evading me pretty good. I've gone ahead and moved up my energy with the lasers, hoping to deal a bigger punch. There I go, getting the kill with my missile. I have to kind of keep that in mind. But I think for this dogfighting game mode, which you're basically forced to do early on in the game, once you reach level 5, then you can do some of the larger fleet battles that I think is going to be the premier game mode in Star Wars Squadrons. But I'll probably be sticking to the X-Wing and A-Wing on the Rebel side or New Republic side. Again, why are you stopping in the middle? I'm just going to lay into you. And then the TIE Fighter and the TIE Interceptor for the Imperial side. Once we get to fleet battles, I don't know, like, there's a lot of me that's really wanting to utilize the bombers. There's another kill. Oh, that's like back-to-back right there. They both seemed like they had just stopped right in the middle. But no, like, playing the objective with a bomber sounds like it's going to be a ton of fun, but I don't know if it's going to be necessarily as awesome from a gameplay perspective, you know, taking down players and AI and stuff like that, but we'll see. All right, I am on the hunt here for my next target right up ahead. I'm not gonna have too much time. Yeah, I figured what was gonna happen is he was gonna duck behind this platform. I'm gonna slow it up here a little bit since, again, it seems like a lot of these guys are using this tactic where they basically stop right in the middle of the map in an area where they think that they're hiding. And I don't know if that's a strategy to basically act as a turret or to wait for somebody to just blow on by and get right behind them, but it does not seem to be working too well, and that's not a tactic I think I'm going to really try and emulate. I really want the maneuverability and being able to fly around, duck behind some of these platforms, structures, asteroids, all that stuff, to get the little bit of an advantage that I can. Okay, another TIE fighter. Now, I was telling you, the fighter and interceptor classes are basically what I'm going to utilize, and that seems to be primarily what the other team is using here. So I think that will probably be the type of fighters that we're going to be primarily seeing in this series. Seriously, this guy, there we go. I was gonna say, the way that he dodges a lot of my fire is pretty awesome. I think I'm gonna have to work on evading a lot more, but we'll see. All right, coming around here and going up against the TIE Interceptor, but someone's on me. Oh, dang it. That was gonna be a really cool move, I think, to kind of get away, but oh, dang it. He stopped. You know what, let's see how well this works. So just slowing up. I was able to get that opportunity to get behind him here. One of the things, though, that is important is when you do slow down to about half speed, you're going to get your maximum turn velocity, or you'll be able to turn the quickest. And so I'm wondering if that has something to do with why everybody is kind of slowing up, is thinking they might get a faster turn, but I don't know. Ooh, there's a lot going on around here. I'm going to try to get out of this. We're going to slow up. Ooh, that's where pulling back on the throttle really helps. Oh, that would have been so cool if I would have gotten him right there. He just flew right on by. Now there's two of us, Charlie Commando and I, who are going after this guy. Okay, straighten out. Well, my other guy ended up getting the kill, which is fine. I get the assist. I'll get the extra points right there. All right, looks like they are back more towards the middle. We'll try and see if I can hop in here. Just lost one of my wingmen. Ooh, that platform being in the way really ended up helping him come up and around one more time. See, what he just went to with that white circle is that should either give him a repair or that gives him a resupply on his missiles, but yeah, I see he's just sitting waiting right here. Do I try and stick with him? Let's try it. All right, I'm going pretty slow right here. I'm gonna have to speed up to try and stay with him. Yeah, with him having the TIE Interceptor, he definitely has the maneuverability and speed advantage. But he doesn't have the, oh, dodge that one. He doesn't have the same hit points, so he's gonna be a lot easier to kill if I can get those hits on him, and that's kind of what my focus is. Dang it, he got the repair. Whew. Well timed. All right, he's gonna stop, so am I. I'm gonna turn around. Oh, where is he? Oh, he must have gotten destroyed. Okay, next guy. Is he back here? Oh, dang it. That's what I get for going slow. Told you, it wasn't something I think would turn out pretty well. You can see from the kill cam, I'm basically a sitting target, which I guess shouldn't surprise you because the guys who I've taken out who have been going pretty slow, it's kind of been the same thing for them. They have been sitting targets. All right, 11-2. Dang, this is a lot better for the first dogfight. I really thought that this was going to be something embarrassing, but that is not the case at all. All right, let's get back into it. I'm going to take a look for who we've got. Now, we are up 29-11. I think it's 30. But once you reach that limit, you end up winning. So I really feel like this is going to go our way. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that is going to be the very first dogfight. I'm really interested to see what you guys think about this. I definitely want to post more of it, not necessarily just dogfight, but the larger fleet battles as well. Maybe we'll do a mix. There's a story as well. Let me know if you guys want to see that, but I had a lot of fun. Like I said, it's kind of like a dream going through and playing this game, especially in a VR type of setting. It is amazing. If you haven't gotten it, I recommend it. But anyway, just want to give a big thanks to everybody for watching this, with this being the first dogfight. Like I said, I didn't know how it was going to go, but even a bigger thanks to everybody at Patreon for supporting me. Their names should be popping up here on the screen. And if you're wanting to support me in the same way, just go ahead and take a look at the description below. But I really appreciate you guys stopping by. War is hell. You don't have to worry because Warfighters, I've got your six.